Okay, so before I speak with you, I want to let you know that you are being recorded. This whole thing's recorded, okay? It's audio recorded only. And before I even want to talk to you about anything, I have to make sure you understand your rights. Since we're this far, do you mind if I take off this mask?
No, okay.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah,
I just want you to be able to see me.
No, mask don't bother me.
Well, first and foremost, my name is Pete Baumgartner, and I am a detective in Clayton. I came to your house Friday, left you my business card. I'm not sure if you received that or not, because I didn't get a call back.
I just don't know where it went.
Okay. So before I speak with you, before I ask you any type of question, I need to make sure that you understand your rights. Okay? There you go. If you can just look at that, I'm going to read them off to you also. That you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to contact a lawyer and have him present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire one will be represented for you if you wish. And then at any time, you can decide not to answer any questions, make any statements during this interview.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
So I can have a lawyer right now?
If you wish to have a lawyer present, you can contact one and we can set up an interview with your attorney.
No, I don't have one.
What's that?
I don't have one.
Okay. Well, do you still want to speak with me?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to speak with me, then I need to make sure that you understand your rights, and then if you do understand, then you just sign right there. And then I will sign this as well. How were you arrested today?
What do you mean?
Like, what happened?
They bum rushed me and come down my house?
I'm not affiliated with St. Louis County. I'm just in the Clayton area. Okay, so I have no idea what the circumstances are behind
They
that.
said I threatened the judge, but I was just demanding my child. If it's the email I sent, I was just demanding my child be returned to me.
Okay. I'm not going to go into a lot about the court proceedings because that's not what I'm here for.
Oh, we're
okay.
not here to look for Dee?
I'm sorry?
We're not here to look for my daughter?
No, we're not here to look for your daughter. That's not my role. My role...
Nobody can tell me where she is.
I have no idea because it's not even a Clayton issue. I am a Clayton detective and I deal with incidents that occur in this jurisdiction only. So I wish I could help you out. I have zero knowledge of this whole proceeding that's been happening with you, your ex, I would assume, and your daughter. I have zero knowledge about what's going on, okay? And it's not my place because, you're looking around. Are you not interested in...
No, I'm just worried about my daughter.
Okay.
Nobody can tell me where she is.
Okay. And I'm sure somebody can, and you can, and someone can steer you in the right direction, but I can't because I have no knowledge of any of this because none of this occurred in Clayton. What I do want to speak with you about is what you just said prior, an email. And the only reason we're getting involved because the concerned party is the one that you emailed, okay? She was kind of thrown back a little bit about what was said.
On Friday?
Was that the 5th?
It was when my daughter got moved out of state.
Okay. Well, do you remember this? I'm going to show you. Do you remember this email? That was all in caps right there. Regarding your subject, I believe this is your daughter, Delilah?
Delilah's my daughter, yes.
Okay. Do you remember writing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you written anything like that before?
I've never had anybody take my kid.
I know, but have you ever written an email like this before to a judge?
And I've never dealt with a judge before.
Okay. Let me ask you something. I highlighted a certain part of this, and it says, if she is not returned to me today, there will be consequences for your conduct. Can you elaborate what you meant by that? Because that's the reason why you're here.
That I would get a lawyer and proceed legally, not that I would do anything to her personally, but that I would go about because I feel that this is out of her immunity.
Okay. And so your intent was that you would get a lawyer and do what?
Try to press the charges against all the damage she's doing to my daughter. Like, she's traumatizing her.
Okay.
I don't even know where my kid is right now.
Okay.
I just want her back. I don't even know, they released her to a third party. I'm a concerned, worried mom.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what kind of charges I could press, or if any.
Right. For a person that does not know you, the judge doesn't really know you. They only know about the court proceedings. They don't know do they know how you live and where you work and everything? Do they know all that stuff?
Yeah, I've been dealing with this lady for 2 years.
Okay. So you've sent her emails in the past, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were those anything like this?
The consequence for your conduct is because that's what she kept saying to me and my daughter. That is why I use that terminology.
During the court proceedings?
Yes, because she threatened me to go to jail, and so my daughter would be forced back to her abuser. And she kept saying, Miss Freiner will have consequences for her conduct. And so that is why those words were chosen. So she put me in jail and tried to put my daughter back to her abuser, but she refused. So she put her in a mental ward for 23 days, and then my daughter was released to a third party and traveled outside of St. Louis, out of Missouri. So, I haven't talked to her since Thursday.
Your best course of action for any of this has to be. Do you have an attorney for you? Did you
Six of them.
6 attorneys?
Yeah.
And did they recuse themselves? Did they not want to represent you anymore?
They weren't doing anything.
So did you officially fire them, or did they say, you know what, I can't take this anymore?
None of them said I couldn't take it anymore. No, I got rid of them because they wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
It's been a mess. This whole court proceeding has just been a cluster, tomfoolery cluster of crap.
So I want to be very clear here, and it's going to be a very direct question. Do you plan to, or were you ever planning to harm the judge physically?
Oh, no.
Threaten her in any means?
No, sir. No, I meant legally.
Okay.
Completely 100% legally, just like she did when she said it to me.
Did you send any of this information to an outside source about anything that has to do with the judge personally?
No.
Also known as doxing. Doxing information, do you know what doxing is?
No.
Okay, so you've never done anything like that before? You didn't send any information to anybody so they could release information about a judge?
No, she put a gag order on me because she thought I was. But I haven't done anything.
When did she put a gag order on you?
She called an emergency gag order. The 5th is when it was all like...
You're talking about March 5th.
March 5th is when they were supposed to have a meeting, but she recused herself, so I don't know if they had the meeting on March 5th.
So March 5th...
Was Friday? No.
I'm going to get to the dates because I'm getting messed up with dates also. But March 5th right now, I'm looking at it was Friday. So March 5th, it says right here at 10:24 a.m., that's when you wrote this email in the morning.
There was supposed to be a meeting. I couldn't get into the meeting, but I don't even know if they had a meeting. They, because she recused herself.
Okay.
And then there's still no judge, so they left me without any way of doing anything to find out where my kid is. Because I called emailed the GAL on the case. She can't even tell me where my child is, and she's the one that's supposed to be advocating for her.
Who is the GAL?
Venus Jackson.
Venus Jackson?
Yeah, but she says she doesn't even know the location of my daughter.
Okay.
And I didn't get that email until today. And my daughter was released to a third person, and they did it really super quick without her even knowing, and taken out of the state. I mean, as a parent, that's a lot of stress.
I understand.
I just want to know where my kid is, and if she's okay. I just want her returned.
How old is she?
14.
Okay.
And a lot of crazy stuff happens to 14-year-old girls nowadays. Especially when they're taken out of state by somebody you don't know who.
When you were arrested, what did the officer say?
They went nothing. They wouldn't tell me. They just said I'd find out when I got here.
Well, you told me at the beginning that you knew that you were somebody with tampering with the judicial officer. You told me that. No.
No.
Did they even tell you what warrant you have right now? Okay. They've issued a warrant, meaning that you have to post bond to get out of here.
Yeah, they said it's a cash only bond.
$75,000 for tampering with a judicial officer.
I didn't tamper with her.
Before we end this, is there anything else that you want to say to me while we are still being recorded?
Yeah, I didn't threaten her harmfully, like physically or anything like that. I didn't threaten her in that manner. I would take court proceedings, I would hire a lawyer, I'd do what it would take to, because she's, in my opinion, she's stepping out of her immunity. Like what she's been doing, raping my daughter and forcing her back to her abuser, none of this is right.
Okay.
And now this, so now I can't, I'm gonna be stuck here. Now I can't go find my daughter. I can't go searching for my child because I'm stuck here.
I have no say over any of this. I just want to let you know. So I know you're gonna have questions. You probably have questions for me that I unfortunately can't answer. I'm here for the email that you sent, Angela, and that's it. Just this, 4-sentence email. That's what I'm here for.
All I wanted was my kid back.
Okay.
I didn't want her being child trafficked across country.
Okay.
That's what's happened at this point.
Okay.
They've trafficked my kid.
Let me ask you something. When you wrote the email, where did you write it from? Was it a computer? Was it a phone? Was it a tablet? I mean, you should know if you use...
Phone maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm on the phone. I'm on a computer. I don't know.
Okay. What type of devices do you have at your house?
I don't know. A laptop. So my boyfriend's got several computers, and I don't know. I don't know what all he has.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Kyle.
Kyle what?
Workball.
Is he there now?
No. He's working.
You said, what's the last name?
Workball.
How do you spell that?
ORTEAL or something. Or yeah.
How long you been with Kyle?
About a year. Known him since high school.
Is he using your residence as his permanent residence right now?
He lives with me.
Okay, so he's been living with you for about a year,
Well, not quite a year.
but close.
I don't remember when he moved in. Last summer.
Okay, so I mean, he's not.
Well, I mean,
What I'm saying is, he's not planning on moving out.
No.
Okay, you guys are doing fine.
Or then, well, there's stress going on because of all this court stuff, and I can't find my kid. I mean, so yeah, it's gonna put a tear. And I got post stress disorder from this. I don't want to leave my house. I haven't been able to work. I focus on trying to figure out how to get my kid back all the time. She's destroying me and my daughter. She's brought a lot of trauma, like irreversible trauma to my kid, that I don't even know what it's going to take to make her okay. It's sad that all this for nothing.
So to make this clear, you wrote this email though,
Yeah, I wrote the email.
but you don't know where you wrote it from.
Could be my phone.
The only reason I ask is, here's the deal: you're eventually going to be getting out, okay?
Yeah.
And when you get out,
Eventually, what's eventually though?
well, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a court hearing very soon. When I say soon, I mean it's probably not gonna happen today, but it's gonna be in the near future if you can't post a $75,000 bond.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money. I understand.
10% on it, or
I don't think so. But again, you're gonna have to.
that's a lot of. Who's got that? I can't hardly afford my rent right now.
I understand. Listen. I'm not the one who did this. I'm not the one who made up the bond amount. Okay.
I'm just saying. I can't even pay my rent hardly. I'm only getting like $133 a week in unemployment, which now that I've been arrested, I won't even get.
Okay.
I won't even have income until I don't even know when.
Okay. Because here's gonna have to happen, and I don't want to disrupt you any more than you already have been disrupted. Okay. But here's what's going to be asked of me. I guarantee you, Angela. I want you to hear me out.
Listen.
I'm gonna get a search warrant for your house.
Why?
Because we want to find out what device was used to send this email.
Why?
Don't ask me. I don't know. But here's the deal. That's what's being told of me, and that's what I have to do. Okay. I know you've already admitted right in the email. It comes from. I mean, it's
from me.
It's from you because it says it's from Angela M. Freiner at gmail.com. I understand.
Yeah, because I wanted my kid back.
Okay, and all I'm asking is because I want to just go through everything. What device was that sent from?
Probably my phone.
Just your cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Most likely it was my telephone, but I don't know. It was Friday, and I've been so I can't find my kid.
What kind of phone do you have? Is it an Apple?
No.
Is it an Android?
Yeah.
Is it Motorola? Is it
T-Mobile?
A T-Mobile phone? Do you know what the brand is?
No.
What's your phone? An LG, or maybe. I'm not trying to quiz you on things, but what's your cell phone number?
314-405-4979.
That's your cell phone? 405-4979?
Yeah.
You have T-Mobile?
Yes.
You think it's an LG phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that phone in your property?
Yeah.
All right. Because then I can bypass the search warrant of your house.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Then I'll have to get a search warrant for the phone unless I get consent. And all that's going to do is I'm going to tell you what it is. Have you ever had that done?
No, you guys are just gonna do whatever you want anyway.
No, I'm not. I have to do things the legal way. Here's the two things I can do. One, I can get a search warrant, which isn't going to be a problem. But what I'm saying is that keeps me, that means I seize your phone and I can keep it for like 14 days while they're analyzing it. And I think you want your phone back, okay?
I'll probably be here for 14 days.
And then there's two, if I get consent, I can download everything and I can give it back to you. So
I'm gonna download everything off my phone.
Because it's part of the process. It's called imaging. We have to say, you know what, even though
What are you guys really looking for?
this is it. This is the only thing I'm here for. Why do you think the only thing I brought with me, Angela, the only thing I brought with me was this freaking email? There's nothing else here. If I was looking for other stuff, I'd present pictures and stuff. There's nothing else. Why is there more you want to say?
No.
Of course there's not.
Nothing more I want to say. But why do you need the phone for an email you have printed out?
Because they want to prove that it was sent from you, even though you already admitted it. They want to know it's coming from you, like which device it's coming from, and that's it.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then the next time I see you, will probably be letting you know that we seized your phone for this because I got a search warrant. But I'll let you know that because you'll probably be up here.
Yeah, because she's what? What is she so nervous about?
Who?
Judge Zellweger.
She's worried about her well-being. That's it.
I'm not going to harm her.
Okay.
But she wasn't worried about the well-being of my child or my well-being. She's not worried about nobody else. My daughter told her, pleaded in open court, please don't make me go back with the child molester. She said, I put your mom in jail and you're going to have no other parent to go home to but him. What is that?
What kind of paperwork do you have there? Anything worthy of note that I need to know about?
No.
Anything you want? Okay. All right.
She's worried about something.
Well, I told you what I was here for, and that's it. That's the scope. And that's it for me. Sorry, and that's it.
This was just an excuse for her to put me back in jail.
Okay.
Because that wasn't even threatening. Consequences for her conduct. She went out of the scope.
All right. All right, this is going to conclude our interview, okay?